Hey everybody, happy Friday. Hello. I miss you guys. I miss you guys a lot, actually. Today has not been a terrific day. Hello. Hi everybody. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Hello. Now we get the... Sorry, I did set the... This camera's being silly today. There we go. Hi. Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hi Perez, hi King Kaz, hi Tricky, hi Nemesis, hi Mr. Anonymous, hi Legion's Knight, hi Racho, on there in a YouTube chat, hi Algo, hello Finny Fab, hello Decoy, hi Azazel, hi Mr. Psycho, hi Vel Sparkle, hi Dr. Locklear, hey Passion, very shiny hair. Oh, it's blonde. I had I have a new like thing that I did for a video today, which I really tried to film. I had a really unlucky day. Some would say it's a bad day. And I guess that could be categorized as a bad day. But like, it's like, it's just really unlucky. So I started the day setting up stuff and like cleaning off my office and stuff like that, getting ready for film, plugging all my VR equipment. One of my base stations starts blinking red. So spoiler alert, I'm gonna have tracking issues today. If you know what that means, if you don't, that means that there's a mechanical problem with the base station and it needs to be replaced. It's basically the red ring of death. So that's great. That's got to be replaced. It's funny because like yesterday I received the extension that I needed for the receiver for one of my hip trackers that I'm having problems before because it wasn't being able to see my trackers clearly. Well, now I can see, now it's out there and can see. And then my base station dies. So fun. That's gotta be replaced. Set up. I was like, well, might as well set up for the treadmill stream then, because like I had to do that. And then I plug in the treadmill and it turns on, but it has a remote, and that's how you like actually get it to go. The remote, either the remote battery is dead or the treadmill's broken. So I've ordered new batteries. They'll be here tomorrow. Sorry I couldn't do the treadmill stream. So that didn't work out. And I tried to do the reason why I'm late to stream is because I was waiting for my ISP to upload the VOD from the other sites. The other site's stream from earlier this week. It took 3 hours. So yeah, we're in a hot streak of like bad luck. And it's one of those days it's just like, okay, and this happens, and then okay, and this happens, you're like, oh, okay. I really prepared for today too. Sometimes they appear every now and then and say hi to maintain the streak. Hi, Rotan. It is one of those days. Hi, Brandon. Thank you so much for the gifted subs, Kaz. Thank you. I mean, it's like the avatar that I used for was going to use for the video was going to be I made a gym girl. She doesn't. It's not a cat, but it's just a gym girl, right? And the gym girl, I was super excited about because like it's it would have been like super cool and stuff like that. Limp Bizkit moment, no shit. I think as I said earlier in a friend's call, I was like, yeah, I think Limp Bizkit made a song about these kinds of days. But I mean, yeah, there's the face and stuff, but the body is the special part. I was going for a more super hourglass pear shape. So yeah, that's what I was going for. Your booty is really vague. This is without the sliders, by the way. This is supposed to be the cool thing. The default size? Yeah, it's default size. Isn't that nutty? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And it's also like be more meaty. It's supposed to be the whole thing. Yeah. So like, yeah, that was the whole point. And then, oops, fuck. Guess can't do anything about it. Shit. God damn it. So yeah, that's that was my day today. Just noticed furry leshy.
Nice.
Put up a new goal because I wanted. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The furry leshy goal, like half of that is going to that, and then I'm gonna have to do a lot more work for that one. But the other half is gonna do things like replace the equipment that was broke today and stuff. So. Sorry to like bring out this bad energy. I'm just like I wanted to stream today, and I was like, I'm gonna do a stream regardless of what's going on today, or whether or not the world decided to pick on me or not. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, it would have been really cool, by the way, to do the treadmill stream with this one. Walk around with all this going on. That would have been cool. Too bad. No shut. Your leg parents are at their maximum. Nope, this is them at this is them at normal. Them at normal. Normal size. That was the point of those. One of this motto is that she's supposed to be extra thick. They're normal, I'm not. Yeah. Stupid. Hi, Lynx. I'm actually surprised that I didn't like lose my shit, to be honest. It was one of those days where it's just one of those days. It's just nothing goes your way, man. Nothing goes your way. I don't want to quote Limp Bizkit, but holy shit. Congratulations on Peak, by the way. Yeah, so on the better news, we played Peak for the first time with the community. It was like the first non VR game night that we've had in a long time. Hey! Hi Ling. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi everybody. From Linkstream. Hey yo. What's good? And Slushy. I do VR stuff and soon doing more gaming content outside of VR. A little project me and Algo are working on for something like that. Thank you, Link. I appreciate it. Hi, everybody. Hi. I am Zashi. I am Bimbo. Cat. Meow. Normally, I have blue hair. Decided to go for blonde today. I yap a lot and I dress up a bit. Just a little. And maybe it would be fun to have more non-VR game nights. It was super fun. I mean, like Peak, I don't know what it is, but like maybe I'm definitely behind on the curve because a lot of people have like already moved on from Peak. I'm super slow when it comes to games. I was like, damn, this game's actually pretty good. I'm liking this game. And I've been playing a lot more lately. And we finally made it to the final thing. Even though it was on tenderfoot. I'm really bad at Peak. I'm super bad. I'm sure a lot of head trauma was made. For sure. I died throughout the run, which is not fun. Me too. I died twice. I think I died twice. A lot of burns too. Yeah. Now you made it up the desert. That shit is hard. It is super hard. Yeah. What's this furry Leshy donation goal? Furry model of me. I have a good idea what I want for it. Same, I got disconnected on the last map. Yeah, we were having connection problems. I was using the mod to like give us like go up to 20 players, and it was going to be like there's a lot of us. Oh, I should probably mention this before I get too far into the stream, guys. We're probably not going to be going on for super long tonight. Probably about 3 hours. Is Kate going to help with the model? Probably not. Yes, it's a very, very lashy goal. I need to update. I have a furry model. It doesn't work because, hold on, I like to show it to you guys. So, let me first do this just in case. Just in case things are not like 100% kosher. I don't want to get myself banned here. This model was created by the person who made my base, and it's basically a carbon copy of their personal model. It's literally their personal model, just recolored, and a different hairstyle. I got this a while back, and then the moment I got it, not even like 2 weeks later, I got the Quest Pro and was already making transitions to go to face tracking, and face tracking broke the blend shapes on this. So this is the model, and it's going to get updated eventually. it doesn't, it has my old physics and stuff like that, so I gotta update all that. And it's probably not gonna be a fox. I'm gonna use the body. I'm gonna need to have different face, something that can actually use face tracking. Yeah, it's literally Scunny's model. It's just my model maker. It's just different color and different hair. That's the model that we're gonna be changing up and using. I like the base, really good. Want to put like new outfit on it. Want to make a new head, something that's more like a cat, full cat model. So I'm not like, you know, a cat girl. I be cat proper. That was the goal. That was the goal. You didn't see anything. That's why we do that button. That's why we do that button. That's why we do that button. Luckily, I didn't show anything. It's fine. We're good. Oops. Tee smile. I know you didn't see anything because parts are still covered, even though they weren't covered very well. Cool Golden Week theme. It wasn't really what I was going for, but yeah, sure, let's go. This is the Golden Week one, yeah. Yeah, this is the Golden Week one. Hot fish jump scare. Yeah, you could tell like how much more the other avatar is as far as like the butt goes. Like this one, normal. I still got big butt. It's like nowhere near as the other one. Nowhere near. That was the point of that one. That was supposed to be its draw, its charm. I'll get the video done eventually, I guess. So like the base station being broken doesn't mean I can't use VR equipment. It's just like going from 3 to 4 is a big jump as far as base stations go. Going from 2 to 3 is a significant jump. So going from 3 to 4 is less as significant, but still significant as far as like changing and stuff like that. So it's just like they're kind of expensive. Base stations are like over $200 a piece. The one I had was, I think it's about like 5 years old now. It's a really old base station. Usable but not as precise. It's correct, yes. And there's so like I'm still gonna do streams and I'll try to film as best as I can, but like if filming takes a bit longer, it's because I'm generally doing like poses and stuff like that 3 base stations really doesn't like. The more you like bend over and like make it stuff like that, the more the base station just doesn't like to deal with it, and eventually, you know. Oh my god, it also kind of explains why I'm having tracking issues in general, because like if it was the base station dying, that means that it wasn't tracking in the first place. Makes sense. Hope it comes better than expected. Yeah, me too. Me too. So yeah, that's gonna be a thing. I might have to like it might take like a week for me to get it like acclimated to the base. It's like whenever I introduce something new to my VR space, whether it be a new headset, a new base station, or something like that, the whole like the ecosystem that I have here just wakes the fuck out and like loses its shit whenever I add something new. So it might take a second for it to like fully acclimate and actually work as intended, but I'm going with that. Can I give a hug, please? Please, my birthday, of course. Give you a hug, baby. Happy birthday. Happy Friday. It is Friday too. Like, that's another good thing, is that it's Friday. Friday. That top is insane. Oh, thank you. It's old. It's an old thing. I didn't know what fit I wanted to do for the stream today, so maybe hopping between the three of them. Maybe I might be a cow for a minute. Who knows? Who knows? Happy day, Leshy is live. I am. Hello, hi. So, you've been both to the maximum always. Can we see booty? What the fuck? Show a hole. Ass fucking message. VR Zombies Day, they added a memorial katana you can pick up for Tom Kane, rest his soul. Wait, what? Hi. I mean, Steve. Shoot, do you watch horror movies? I forgot. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't like horror movies. It's gotten to a point where I don't even know if I dislike horror movies now because I'm like actually terrified of them. Because it used to be that was the case. Or I just think that they're just bad. So, scaredy cat, yes. Haha, good joke. Hi, I'm Liv. I'm very honest. Hi. Takeo from Black Ops Zombie. Oh, cool. I'm sorry to hear that. Because I saw Obsession Tuesday and it's one of the best movies I've seen in a couple of years. Oh, yeah, I have, I'm not big on those types of things. I will say that I watched the ending of The Boys. They really tried to do their best impression of the ending of the comic book scene with that. They tried. I mean, it kind of like, it's still different. Like, it's super different because of, it doesn't have like the twist of Black Noir being the one that did all the bad things. Like, spoiler alert, if you're not watch the ending of The Boys, talking about that. And also this is the ending of the comic book of The Boys, which I would recommend you don't read because it's not a very good comic. The show is 100 times better than the comic book. I tell you what, it's not very good. Super bad. Yeah, the person who wrote it has got a big like hate boner for superheroes. So it's just their gore porn. That's literally what most of the comic book is. And so the ending of the comic book goes, Homelander wasn't the person that did everything. It turned out it was Black Noir, who was a clone of Homelander, and he just does everything shitty, and then stole his suit and then took all the pictures and sent them over to Billy Butcher, and it wasn't revealed to the very end that he was being deceived, even though his mind had already cracked and snapped, and he became the evil that everybody thought he was, as Homelander did. In the show, they decided to do away with that, and they that's it. Like, that's the difference. Like, Homelander still dies, but he isn't because of Black Noir now. Realize. Yeah. Why can't I do the things I do? Was such a moment in the comic, to be honest. Yeah. Only things in the pictures was Black Noir. Everything we see, Homelander, was all him. Because he isn't a super mega piece of shit. Yeah. Yep. Does the Australian guy still nuke everyone? I'm not gonna do any more spoilers than that. Like, that's it. It's like the big one. The biggest thing I spoiled. But hey, it was all right. I mean, the show thing I think was okay. I don't think it was like an amazing show. People loved the show a lot. I thought it was like good, but like not like super duper amazing good. You know? I thought it was just like pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. That's all. Yeah. That's it. That was the voice. I wasn't expecting. I thought they were going to go something completely different for the ending, but no, they tried their best to just like tie it up in that kind of way, and it was a lot of people are upset about it apparently, but people are upset at everything nowadays on the internet. I mean, don't get me wrong, it started up on the whole like kerfuffle of how people were upset about like lewd tubers and stuff like that existing. That was the thing. You know, they should make a show about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That right there would be a good show. TikTok views the Deep as a humble, heroic person. I don't care what TikTok thinks. People are upset. Oh, and we got. I did talk about it a little bit today. This was the thing I don't like to talk about as often. It's like a forbidden topic on my stream. Not because like I think it's like a controversial. I just have nothing good to say about it. And that is Destiny 2. It's ending. The end of Destiny 2. The end. The over. Dorka Fakala, thank you so much for the 20 gifted subs. Jesus. Whoa. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Holy shit. Thank you. That's a way to pick up my spirits. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Appreciate it. Used to play D2? I did used to play T2. In fact, some people that are like OGs of my streams and stuff probably still remember my Destiny 2 streams. I used to stream the shit out of Destiny. Loved Destiny a lot. And then Lightfall came out, and then it wasn't really good. So I was like not happy about that. In fact, I was super pissed. Because I was already like tired of the game by the time that it came out. And I was like, it was like a nail in the coffin for me. It was like, that's it. I'm done with this game. Ever since then, for a little bit of time I was in my hater phase. And I'm still low-key a hater still. But like, I'm a low-key a hater because like, I don't like it. I'm not going to talk a bunch of shit about it. I just don't want to talk about it. You know? That was the thing. Really, thank you so much, Dork Apocalypse. Thank you, thank you. Kisses for the boss, kisses for you. Yeah, I'm gonna swap to the buff girl, the buff girl. Boom. What about the Helldiver Warhammer collab? Sure, that's the thing that's happening. I kind of wish they would, you know, do what they said they would do and, well, actually not do what they said. They didn't say they were going to do it. That was the problem. I wish they'd fix the game first. Me personally. Kind of wish they would just do that. Get more Destiny 2 because trying to farm for weapons all I wanted was taking way too long, spending hours not getting anything out of stop being fun. That's exactly how I felt. In a certain way, I have more things to say about it. Like, I didn't like how PvP was balanced. I didn't like how, like, a lot of... I didn't like how, despite how long the game has been out, they just could not bring back the expansions that they removed. That's a big deal. Like, listen, I know it's an old thing to complain about, but you have to understand there is no other game that did this. Okay? Like, Destiny 2 had so much potential, and they squandered it by lying to players a lot. And it was like the whole like removing content and sunsetting content and stuff like that, and removing it entirely, even though you purchased it. No other game has done such a bold move. Like, Destiny was the only one that got away, and they got away with it. It's like the players just let them do that. Like, what? Other games, if they try to do that kind of shit, they would get destroyed. But Destiny got a pass. Destiny got a pass. They were allowed to do that for some reason. They were allowed to be that way. Like, what? You'll be glad you didn't experience the portal. They did irreversible damage. I mean, yeah. They were doing irreversible damage from the get-go. That's like their MO. That's what they do. That's bungo. They don't call them Bungie. They call them bungo. Like, uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's bungo kind of deal. Doing the pixie cut, yeah. So I cut this game in half, yeah. And then they were talking about, like, for a long time, like, oh, we're trying to get it back. We're trying to get it back. And it turns out they had to, on the stand, because somebody sued them for it, on, like, under oath, they had to admit that they changed the code of the game. That's why the expansions haven't come back, and because they physically cannot come back. Like, they don't function anymore in the code. So we're never getting back the Red War. We're never getting back Wrath of the Machine and all this other stuff. So, like, we got King's Fall, but, like, that isn't enough. So that's the thing. They're never going to bring those back. That's a bummer. Trying to remake them with new code, assholes. That's what other people said, but that's not what Bungo does. They don't do that. And and you know them. They'll never do shit for free either. So they're just like, yeah, we're not going to do that, and we're not going to do it for free either. And so I have words. They're not nice ones for Bungie. And it sucks because I used to love their games. I used to love Destiny, but I was just disillusioned because I didn't want to be lied to anymore. That's it. So yeah. Eater of Worlds and Leviathan, and then completely for the Leviathan you can't play anymore. Eater of Worlds you can't play anymore. These are things that don't exist in the game anymore. A really bummer. Real bummers. Wasn't Destiny the game the weird smoke head guy? Yeah, that's the witness. Yeah, so like the Light and Darkness saga, that was the end of it. The end of the Light and Darkness saga was like the end of Destiny. So, happy Goth Day, by the way. I kind of did a goth thing. A gem goth girl. With like a dump. You know, some indie modder, someone managed to get updated in that Bungie and claims rights over it, and the modder wouldn't get a dime. Yep. I blame Pete Patterson, him blowing all Sony money on vintage cars. There's a lot of things that were going wrong on the Bungie side of things. It wasn't just the CEO, but that's like not, that's not like a, it's a small thing, you know? I don't know. Have a good one, fellas. Can we get a spin? Of course. Yeah, the buttons are really big on this one. And it looks even like bigger when I do the thickness slider. And I go to super thick. It goes to that big. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's the guy, that's the goth girl. It's a nice return. Nice. I'm glad. Yeah, they really definitely screwed things up. Love the new hairstyle. Yeah, it's just for this. I was gonna do it for something else, but I got a different hair for that, so that's it. Yeah, Bungo was not a stupid company. Stupid company. A friend of mine was just like, I was in a call with a friend, and I was just blips. And Blips was just like, there's no way they're not doing Destiny 3. Like, they did all of this stuff. They did all of this like prep work, and they're giving us everything that we've asked for to the end of the game, and they're just gonna leave it like that. Like, really? And I'm like, yeah, that's the Bungo way. It doesn't make much sense to you, but it is what they're gonna do. It's 100% what they're gonna do. Put a one in chat if you want to hug Leshy's butt. Yeah, you want to put a one in chat if you want to hug this. You want to hug all this. Was ending though. I still love both games, even though they're basically my entire life. I still haven't taken my dad through a raid yet, so me and him got some work to do. I get what building are we in? This is a world made by Harem, and it's called Daydreaming. It's a pretty good world. Like, Harem makes really beautiful worlds based on, whoops. I'm scrolling down on the Mia VR chat menu, and I'm doing this in the camera. I forgot to turn off flying mode. There we go. Nice to meet you too. Is it you too, Spicy Nobles? Yeah, the world's called Harem. It's called Daydreaming. It's by Harem, Harim, not EM. I am, and it's underscore in front of it. They usually do like very like whimsical worlds, something you'd see on, and like you're in a dream, and this one's specifically Daydreaming. They make a bunch of really cool ones. They're all very ethereal, very ethereal. Yeah, so not exactly. I'm not exactly. Was it saying? Yeah, I'm not exactly surprised that Destiny 2 is dead, and it's done. This is what happened. Forgive me, Leshy, for I have sinned. What'd you do? What'd you do? Oh. Th thank you. Thank you, Wesker. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jesus. Thank you, Oscar. Oh, what the fuck? You guys know that those, like, goals are not meant to be done in, like, a stream. You realize that, right? I feel like I put one of these up. They're not... You underestimate us? I don't underestimate you. I just, like... It's there. Thank you, Oscar. I appreciate it. I'm gonna put those there because, like, this is an option. That's ridiculous. It is. Yeah, somebody put a big dono on my screen for. I'm talking to YouTube chat. They're wondering what's going on. So let me finish up my goal that I literally just put up this stream. Usually we were on this rotation, being the millionaire for the day and just buy it. Okay, yeah, but like here's the deal, right? That's supposed to be there, right, as an option in case you want to support me in a different way. Because like not everybody wants to spend money on a Twitch sub, which holy shit, I so totally get, right? And I have that there as a way, if you want to support me, there's a goal incentive to do so. As like a reward for doing that. It's not like a challenge to do in one stream. But thank you for... I thank you so much anyway, Wesker. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And this is gonna definitely help. Like, base station bought and paid for. Easy. Done. And I actually have a friend of the mutual friend of the both of us I'm looking at to do the furry model, so thank you. You sound teary. I am teary. I'm crying. Oh god, this ASMR microphone's going to make me... It's going to make me sound so bad. I'm such an ugly crier. Time to become furry. That was always the goal. I wanted to make it because like I wanted to go to Furality. Maybe stream it, you know? Stream my experience in Furality. That'd be really cool. Detroit become furry. I'm just happy to do my part. I'm gonna ask Hachi. I don't know if Hachi's gonna be available, but that's who I'm asking, Wesker. Obviously, I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff myself. Like I have like I have ideas for the things I want for it, but like Kyoki doesn't do commissions. Well, she does, but they're very rare, and I would prefer not to ask her. Also, like, I just need a head swap. Dealer's Den is live for early viewing, apparently. Is it? Okay, we can go check it out. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I'm like, I don't want to like understate how much this means to me. Cause like today was such a shit day up to this point, right? And I was just coping a shit ton. Just like, oh, well, I mean, the week's been pretty all right. Some people got me some cool presents for my birthday from last week. It's that they promised they would do. And so like, it can't be all bad, right? Despite like all my stuff breaking all at once. But you guys take care of me. Oh, and the voice is cracking. Oh my god. Who's got Vishi done? Crazy. Yeah. Wesker did it. No, it's okay, Richie. It's better now. We figured it out. The day wasn't done, apparently. Not a bad day for the kitty, no. It's okay, I'm alright. Thank you, Wesker. Oh, I thought that I closed my chat on accident. It's understandable, you're a human. Yeah. It's also just like a lot of like, it's a lot, right? I have been streaming for a very long time, double chair. And I can't for the life of me understand how people like can deal with that amount of like that large of a tip and just like move on with their stream. I gotta let them know how much it means to me, because it means a lot. It's a big deal. Oh my god. Oh, I'm fine. I'm cool. It's good. I'll be fine. Does he need a new goal? I don't even know I don't know what to put down anymore, because like the goddess is like, the blender work is nearly done, and as soon as it gets to me, it's gonna be at least 2 days working in Unity, which doesn't sound like a ton of time, but for me that's me giving a good long time, because I when I say I can get a project done in a day, I will work on that project from like 6 to 8 hours. So doing 2 days is like 16 hours in Blender and 16 hours in Unity, which is a lot of time in Unity. It's a lot more, it takes a lot more time in Blender, but like, that's Blender. What expensive rig have you always wanted? I don't know. I'm not like, there's things that like I would want if I was like super successful, but there's things I have to understand that's not in my like, I don't want to ask for them, because in the case that they get broken, I will not be able to replace it, right? That's the kind of thing. It's like, I like to ask for things in the case that it gets busted, I can replace it. Like, I would have replaced the space station. It's getting replaced now, obviously, like right now, but like it would have been eventually been replaced. But if I ask for something like mocap suit, like if the mocap suit stops working, it's over. Like that, I'm not replacing that thing, at least right now. So like something like that, I would wait until like I was at a different tax bracket to ask for. Make a great boxer. Yeah? You think I'd be a good boxer? Would you box against me? Would you fight me? Would you fight me? You try to punch me and it just boing. Any PC upgrades, additions that would be genuinely be helpful for a goal? That's another thing too. Like that's a more like realistic thing, asking for like PC upgrades. But I don't want to ask for PC upgrades right now because of how expensive the PC upgrades that I need are. Like right now, what I need to do, I need to get a new motherboard, and I need a RAM, and I need a new processor. Those three things are the things I need to replace on my PC. I have a very, very good power supply that does not need to be replaced right now. I have a 3080 Ti, which is good enough. It's not like a 40 series or a 50 series, but it's a 3080 Ti, and 3080 Ti's are still really good nowadays. So those are like the things that I would replace, because I still am on DDR4 and I have a 5950X, which is chugging understanding how to process VR chat. So have your VR trackers been fixed? No, but I said this before, King Kaz, that I didn't want to like go full on to purchasing new like trackers, because in the case that I can make the current trackers work, then they don't need to be replaced, because my trackers work. They're just not they're not tracking properly. And I figured out a work around that. A new goal is something you need to realize you want in the community reaches that you are loved and you don't feel bad about a step a new one. I mean, I understand that, but that's the thing is I don't want to like, I don't want to ask for something that I cannot replace. You'll need more than 32 gigs DDR5, I reckon. Yes, I actually use 128 gigs of DDR4 RAM right now. So yes, these are things that when the prices go down, they'll be much more reasonable to replace, right? So fuck it, ask for true duals. True duals? What are those? What are you talking about? Body blows would be ineffective. Dual lands? Hell no. Are you kidding me? I would never ask you guys for magic cards. Hell fucking no. Fuck no. Absolutely not. Yeah, so that's salty. I'm not doing that. Was like that's why I'm not like say something is bad out of the box, right? How do I replace that? I don't. At the warranty, it doesn't. They don't like. It's like $2,000 right now. I'm aware that's why I'm not putting it on the goal. I'm aware. I'm aware of this problem. I am aware of the issue. 1 second. I need to fix my tracking. Hi, Chimpy. Hey, honey. I don't know what I'm gonna put down for the goal, for the new goal, but it's not gonna be for a second. So, because I'm fulfilled at the moment. So, aw, thank you, Hexy. I appreciate that. It's very sweet. Okay. What if, hear me out, Leshy signs copies of Blood Tribute from OG Zendikar because sexy card? I don't know. Oh, damn. I have a question. Which do you want more, the base station or the power box? Well, the base station is replaced. I gotta take that off of the throne. I put that up there today because, like, in case somebody wanted to be extra generous, but somebody was extra generous and they just did it in a roundabout way. So, the power pucks probably. Like you and a few other streams where my light and eternal darkness. Oh my god, stop. It's so cute. Thank you. All right, let's go check out the let's go check out Furality. It's like vendor hall. Apparently you have sick early access for that shit. Let's see, like, what's the name of the world, by the way, Squirrel? Do you know? Because I don't know. Because I'm guns, yeah. Apparently they took it down for maintenance. I just checked. Ah, bummer. Oh well. That is what it is. Ooh, they got a new Fibbage like type world out. Interesting, interesting. Okay, what is Spleef? Spleef VR. I don't know what that is. What the fuck is Spleef? Never heard of it. Neither have I. We're gonna go find out. Well, I'm not gonna say find out what it is because I probably can't play it, but like the kids are calling it these days. But what is it? Spleef is a type of Minecraft game mode where you break blocks under other people to drop them into the lava. You spleef people. Oh, well, this one's got guns, so maybe it's like you shoot something out and then you get to spleef them, I guess. Back in the day, we didn't have brain rot. Yes, we did. We just didn't call it brain rot. It was real. It was a thing that was real. Just didn't call it brain rot. We had a different word for it. Absolutely, we still had it though. It's a Minecraft minigame. Oh, okay. Maybe if it's good, we might play it for the game night. I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably play it with some of my friends this weekend. See how it does. You're so cooked. So true. So true. Imagine saying this when Gmod and YouTube poops exist. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like those pucks will let you stream play for longer, right? Mm-hmm. See, I have pucks right now, but the pucks are old. So like the ones that are on my throne, these pucks are made by a friend of mine. They are a Canadian seller, and they've worked with a couple of like VR groups and stuff like that for like promotions and stuff like that. The pucks screw to the back end of the trackers, and used to be on your throne, FYI. What? You asking me to check my throne? Is that what you're asking me to do? Must be really hard to do yoga. No, not really. I mean, I do yoga mornings. My VR space is pretty large. Like I can't utilize all of it when I have this microphone because I have the ASMR microphone because it's on a stand, but I do have a lot of space. Like I can show you. I have a ton of space. If I move like this. Lots of space. You walk all the way around. And it's all gym mat. Very bouncy. So it's good for yoga. I also have a heavy yoga ball over there too, as well as I have like yoga mats out there. I have another gym mat that's like another gymnastics mat that's out there too. I would have thought you could say cover your face anything you try to do yoga. Oh, in VR it's a little tricky, yes. In certain poses IRL can be tricky with my IRL pose, but that's not an issue that I have here, so. Chunky you and Corgi make more streamers to make my day so much better. Those are cool people, so I hope so. I hope so. I'll check their own, give me a second. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. That's a big deal, by the way, the one that you got, because like it's the full package. So I got the V1s, right? The V1s, they don't have as much battery life as the current ones. Also, they didn't have they came in packs of 3. So the only ones that I have, the only trackers that have the pucks on them right now is my hip tracker and my 2 feet trackers. This doesn't really help for the tracker that's on my headset, which I have to have a tracker attached to my headset because I'm using a Quest Pro with index controllers and like Vive tracker pucks. So things like so I can have full body, so I can be a full body thotty while also being able to do like face tracking stuff. So I can like kiss and blink and wink, all that stuff. And I also have a chest tracker too, because I like to dance. I love to throw ass. And that is much easier with a chest tracker. So those pucks are that's a big tip, by the way. It is a big present. Thank you so much. There you go. That ass clap golf. Yeah. Holy shit. I'm gonna need that tracker. I'm gonna need that base station ASAP. My hip is like going all kinds of places. Thank you. So that's a big deal. Yes, I will be able to do longer streams in general, as well as other stuff. I'm gonna have to figure out mounts for the headset tracker and how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'll have to figure that out somehow. This one's really pretty, by the way. It's like a big old vast ocean of sand. Oh wait, go. Lushy butt hugger modes. Yeah, I love shaking booty. It's fun. Listen, you learn how to do it, and you want to do it more. It's dancing is fun. Dancing is a cool activity, and it's fun. It's called the desert. Oh, never been to one. Definitely haven't been to one a couple of times in my life. Shut your ass up. There's a C, and then there's another C. Fuck you. Is it hard? Like, how do you even move their hips like that? Practice. I'm very out of practice. I'm practicing lately, but like, I've also been trying to like get myself a bit more flexible because I hurt myself a bunch last year. I was doing a bunch of dancing and then I pulled my muscles a couple of times and things just did not go well. Hi, Badang. Hi. Hello. Stop. You're pretty lady too. Hello, Swag, says she. Hi. Hello. At least you like to do it? Mm-hmm. I do. And I want to get better at it. I'm not really good anymore. Like, it was frustrating for me for a minute. And this is like a good, I could throw it back with these because of that. Ayo. I have an issue. And this is like a real story of like, don't compare yourself to other people, right? I took a break from like practicing and stuff like that, and I got really, really out of practice when I was doing that. And then Corky got insane at dancing, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not as good as you," and I'm like, "You're better than me when I was good." And it was like really bad on my motivation and psyche. So, if we give another head pack, can we get another throwback? No. Yeah, comparing is super harmful. Super harmful to your psyche. Don't do it. I was it's so stupid. So dumb to do that. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. 1 second. I want to switch to. Oh wait, I've already learned my lesson. Let me do this first. Boop. I want to switch to this one. Is it this one? I want to switch to probably this one. Oop. Yeah, beach episode. Yeah. Beach episode. Woo. I totally intended for it to be a beach episode, but hey, that's not bad. Uh-oh. VR chat's taking a while to load this one. I mean, something must be bust up. Comparing yourself to others and your biggest weaknesses. Yep. And I am not even going to lie to you. Okay, I'm saying this. I know what it's going to sound like, but I want you to take it with, understand that everything I'm about to say is I'm saying with endearments, right? Corgi is a monster. It's not fair to compare yourself to that. She's kind of cracked. One would say a savant, and don't compare yourself to that. It's not a good idea. You will be constantly feeling like you're inadequate. So, yeah. So that's a thing. That's I shouldn't compare myself to her. Yeah. She's goated with the sauce, Your Honor. Yeah, she really is. And comparison is the thief of joy, for sure. So I was like, maybe I should stop this. Maybe I should stop being like that and just like allow myself to enjoy things. and just understand that there's some things that they're better at and some things I'm better at, and that's what we came to as the conclusion. So yeah, I'm sorry that I let that kind of like mentality get to my head, because it did for a while. Not her specifically, it was other people too, you know, other friends and stuff. So yeah, so lately I've been like just quietly doing practicing and stretchings and stuff like that. Some people are just built different. It's true. Ninja Leslie is back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, this, but I was saying like the thing is that things I learned from this, that from feeling that way and having to get over those feelings is, number one, I don't like allow myself to do that anymore. Two, instead of like having envy, I have respect, and respect comes with a drive to do better, and I need to do better, so I want to do better. So I tried like looking at what she was doing and other friends are doing and be like, okay, what are they doing that I'm not doing? And another thing I noticed, and this comes with like a no shit, a side of no shitness, is the fact that they were consistent with their upload schedules and stuff like that. They put out like schedules and stuff like that. I used to do that and I stopped doing it because I hated like holding myself to a schedule. I felt it was too rigid, and it made me like a little depressed when things didn't go my way. And I got a little bit of that today, because like not a single darn thing happened right this week in terms of like the filming that I was planning to do. The video that I found out my base station was broken. I was trying to film this morning. I was supposed to post that finished and done on Wednesday, and now it's Friday and it's still not done. So like, cool. Like streams ended early this week, so like I'm gonna be working on my day off tomorrow to like finish out that video and get it back and get it done. And that's after I took a week off last week for my birthday week. I haven't been like super consistent. That's on me. So I was really realizing that it wasn't truly because my friends are savants and they're just better and I just need to accept it. No, I was not giving it my best. I wasn't giving it my all. And a lot of people say I work really hard, but I don't think I work hard enough. And it got to the point where I was like, I really am not working hard enough. I really am not giving it my all. I'm just phoning it in, and I need to stop doing that. It was like a good epiphany. Let's put it that way. So like today, this week's been kind of rough with it. But it's a whole lot of shit that I couldn't control. You know, base stations breaking, people calling in, like roommates, housemates of mine calling in their parents to the house in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, without call, which that was wow. I was really pissed about that. We had a stream scheduled, and I just couldn't do it. How did the talk work out, by the way? It wasn't just me. They didn't tell anybody in the home. So we had to have a conversation together about that. Especially when it came to like parents visiting homes, because like that requires like our house to be a little bit cleaner than normal. Luckily their parents weren't like super judgmental about that stuff, but theirs aren't, but mine are, and so is my other partners. So yeah, but hey, it picked up towards the back end of the week. So I guess this isn't all that bad, right? I wasn't expecting that, by the way. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was just expecting this week to just be bad, and then I would just like, oh, okay, well, maybe next week will be better. As I said earlier today with my friend, I was just like, it's one of those days where you wake up and it's not a good, nothing's going your way. It's all shit. Everything breaks and is wrong and stuff like that. And you're just thinking the entire time, you're like, can I just like respawn and try again? Like we respawn and like wake up in the morning and just attempt the day again. Try number 2. You know, that didn't work out. Whatever. It's all under the bridge now. You guys sorted it out for me. Got bailed out. Got lucky. Which is wild. It's fucking wild. Just get lucky and just to have a bunch of people that are just willing to just do that for you. Damn. Is that what that's like? I like how this feels. It's damn good feeling. Damn good feeling. Water. Time for ear scratches to cheer you up. I'm cheery. Like I'm good. I'm hella good. Wait, I'm stupid. Oh my god. Give me 1 second. I need to take something quick. I completely forgot about this. Oops. I have an addiction, chat. I'm sure if you guys understand or like relate to me on this addiction. Does anybody have the addiction to caffeine? I do. I have addiction to caffeine. I don't drink coffee. You don't have to drink coffee to have a caffeine addiction. I don't drink coffee anymore either. But I noticed that I was like, wait, well, why is I like feel like my energy is lower than usual? I feel more energetic, but like it's like more energetic while still being like super low on energy, right? So I was like, what the heck is going on? I didn't have a caffeine today. Give me a second. Do you intake caffeine every day? In a sense, yes. I have like a strict 200 milligram limit. But yeah. Which is like, you know, the limit you're supposed to have to consume it, like healthily. It's not healthy to have an addiction to it, but yeah. I want to ask you about your current avatar. When I was made, did you take inspiration from 2.0? Because it reminds me of like a revamped 2.0. No, not really. For this particular one, this is a one that my modeler was just like, hey, am I the self-control? Well, it's more like I've had more than 200 milligrams of caffeine before. And when I have more than 200 milligrams, my heart feels like it's pounding out of my chest. So it's not really like a self-imposed like discipline kind of thing. It's I'm scared of the consequences of my actions kind of thing, you know? It comes to the face. Oh. No, I just wanted one that was like, I wanted one that was, I wanted to remove a lot of my cybernetic jaw. Like have it to where I have it so it's not coming up to the mouth anymore. That was the idea for the face. Have a good one, Kaz. So me drinking half a gallon of caffeine daily is a bad sign. That's unless it's decaf. If it's decaf, then you just like the taste of coffee, and that's different. But I don't. I don't. I wouldn't recommend it. No, I do have an amount that I consume. I used to do it with GamerSups. GamerSups. It's the fun thing about GamerSups is, despite like whatever, if you don't like GamerSups, you don't like GamerSups. A good thing I do like about GamerSups is that they're the scoops they give you, pretty precise amount of like, it's not a debilitating amount of caffeine. So like I have GamerSups over there, but my like caffeine intake that I needed today was a 5-hour energy. So yeah, sorry. Not the best, but I have one of those on standby just in case, like I'm like, oh, I need to like power through something, and for some reason my energy is lower than usual, and it might be just due to the fact of like, or the wave, the fucking roller coaster of emotions today. Like feeling like, oh, everything sucks and I hate everything and things breaking and all this other stuff too. Oh, it's all good now. Tee haha, smile. It's my emergency break the glass drink, yes. What you eat with it plays a part too. That's true. And I do consume, I also want to make it clear that I consume a ton of water. So like I don't drink. I drink a lot of water. I have like a big tub, like a thing of water, and I actually had to start the day out with a bit of liquid IV, which is very, very concentrated electrolytes and stuff like that, because yesterday I was not feeling too well. And yeah, that was holy. The past like 2 days, maybe it was just stress of things and stuff like that. I was also like experiencing like I ate something and I had to go to the bathroom an awful lot. I felt like I was dehydrated this morning. So I was like, oh man, I gotta drink a ton of water. So I drank so much water. And stomach pains, yes. Pains, other things too. I felt the frequent mistake of taking caffeine with nothing but my system first. Yeah. I like the caffeine-free one, so I plan on getting caffeine one next time. Soda ain't cutting it on the energy. Yeah, that's... I tried to stay away from soda as much as I can, but I do like me a cherry Coke. Cherry Coke is one of my guilty pleasures. I love cherry Coke. I love cherry Coke. You're a soda guy? I would like soda more often, except like I've been told that friends of mine, I have a friend slash sort of family member, like they're married into the family, so their family, and they're a dentist, and they said that it's about essentially as like brushing your teeth with sugar, is what they told me. It's the same thing. So I was like, ooh. And I'm like, at this point in my life, I'm getting to a point where I'm getting very paranoid about my teeth. I have very good teeth, despite them like not being like super perfect, like perfectly white, pearly whites. I don't have cavities. I don't get cavities. I don't get root canals or anything else like that. I had to get my wisdom teeth taken out only because the military forced me to take them out. Because if I didn't take them out, I was forced into the category 2 dental category for a military. And if you know what that means, that means you can't deploy. And they don't like it when you can't deploy, so they force you to get dental work. So I don't like to consume too much of it because I don't want to get cavities and shit. And I'm in my 30s, and halfway into my 30s, and I haven't had a single cavity in my entire life. So I'm like, at this point, I'm just like, I feel like that's going to happen eventually. It's inevitable. I gave myself chronic acid reflux thanks to overdoing it as a kid. Yeah, I didn't consume a ton of it when I was a child. My dad actually kept us like on a specific diet, and it was mostly just due to the family being poor. So like we were on a good diet, not because like it was beneficial to us, but because my parents just couldn't afford anything different. So, you know, things like soda and stuff like that we rarely had. But we did have like plenty of juice because juice was covered by SNAP benefits. So SNAP being food stamps. You taking good care of yourself? I try to take good care of myself because like you only get one body, and the stress of like being like I am currently overweight. I'm currently overweight, but I'm 5'2", so that's really hard to maintain my weight because like my weight within the healthy category of my like someone of my like height is like 110 pounds, and I'm not 110 pounds. Isn't that the expectation with a chest that size? Maybe. Hi, Marin. Hi. We're just talking about caffeine and stuff, and like body and how you take care of your body and stuff. Yeah, but like changing hormone changes in my body because like I am transitioned and stuff like that. It has changed the way my body acts and processes like food and stuff. So gained a bit of weight in places. Like I got thicker thighs now, and bigger hips. So like my weight has went up a little. And yeah. You've been spawning in different streams. Are you telling me they use Twitch like as a viewer? No way. That reaction, Perez, is like somebody realizing that their high school teacher is a teacher that has a life outside of the school. Like, oh my God, you go to bars? It's like, yeah, it's crazy. It's almost like they're in their mid-20s or something. Yeah, Marin's shown up at my streams for like ever. I show up to her streams too. Just doesn't know it. I lurk there. I'm always watching. I lurk in so many people's streams when I'm doing work in Unity. Is it a katana? Sure wish I could pull it out. Didn't code that. Didn't do that animation. Got really lazy with it. It was one of those things I was like, I'll do it eventually, and never got around to it. I'm probably gonna have to update this model pretty soon. I was always thinking of saying if it pulls out or not. Yeah, it's supposed to. Like it comes with like see. If you're talking earlier, you were asking about the face, but I thought you were talking about the outfit. The outfits. This is an outfit that was popular for a minute. Some booth creator made it, and can't remember what the name was. All I know is that my modeler put it on my model. It was just like, hey, this is a side thing, and I just did this for you, so here you go, because they worked with the creator to help make it, so they had a copy of it. I had to pay them. I made sure I paid the actual person who did it too, despite Booth being probably one of the worst avatar sites I've ever experienced. I have a big problem with Booth, and it's not because of their products and stuff like that. The products are fine. The products are the great part about it. It's when I want to fucking buy something. When I want to buy a model asset, it's you have to have a Pixiv account. So it's not really Booth's fault. It's more Pixiv's fault. I had a Pixiv account from the times when I used to be a painter and I used to do like just art and stuff, right? And that Pixiv account actually got, I imagine Leshy goes and beats up evil CEOs in her off time. Yeah. Show them who's boss. That's basically what I do, human, a little bit. I lurk in people's streams. I don't like to talk in people's streams because, like, what I did was I used to deactivate my partner badge because, like, whenever I would talk in somebody's stream, the partner badge kind of like puts a big target on you and a sea of people that don't have it, you know? So it's like, I don't want to have that kind of special attention from a streamer. So I turned off my partner badge so that when I would talk in stream, you wouldn't get that special attention and they would talk to me like a normal chatter because I want to be treated like a normal chatter because I'm not really... I've known about you for a long time, so it worked for me. Yeah, of course. Of course, because I've been following you and for a very long time, and you've been following me for a very long time, and we should collab sometime because I really like your stuff and I think you're really cool. Yeah, I didn't want that kind of thing. So I just lurk nowadays. I turned it back on, but I'm like, I'm just gonna lurk because I don't want the special attention. What was I talking about? Anyway, it's Pixiv. Pixiv was just like, it's a little annoying. So they deleted that Pixiv account, so I had to make a second one. And then that one stopped working because it was all like, it's all in Japanese. So like a lot of the technical issues and stuff like that is Japanese and blah, blah, blah. Pixiv is good. Pixiv is good when it works. So I had to get a third account. And right now, I can't buy anything from the site because like that second account and third account are like doing stuff. It's issues. I hate that. So whenever I try to like buy something, it'll be like, do you want to connect this Pixiv account? And it's the one with a different ID. And I'm like, no, I would like to sign in. I see English and Spanish people on Pixiv too. Yeah, of course, they're on there, but the site is based in Japan, and all of it's like the site is like predominantly in Japanese. So it's like you have to like. It's super annoying if you use a language that's not Japanese, okay, and you like have issues with your account. You can't just like. You email them and they send you emails back in full Japanese and they're like, hey, you're English speaking, that's not our primary language, etc., etc. It's really annoying. It's a really annoying website. Pixiv in general, not Booth. And because Booth is connected to that, I can't buy things off of Booth. So usually I had to pay other people. I had to give money to other people and they buy them for me. Like Corgi's bought stuff for me on Booth before and stuff like that. I generally have to give money to my friends and then they do that for me. Can you bring your elbows together? No, I can't. I'm sorry. Not possible. The Japanese are behind in their clerical processes. I mean, they're probably fine if it was like, if I was a Japanese speaker, if I was somebody that, you know, I lived in Japan, that would have probably be fine. Probably a normal website. It's probably normal. It's just like, it's annoying for people that are outside of that. Yes, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. It was too strong for the elbows. No, just too big. I got enormous ones, so I got really big ones. I got a Visa card specifically so I can buy things from Booth. Yeah, I'm not signing up for a credit card. I'm not buying a credit card. I could get a paid credit card, something that I put a balance in and like have it for like emergencies, but I don't even trust myself with one of those. And the reason why is something personal. So I lived a while. I lived a life, and that life has had some ups and downs, learning curves. You learn things when you grow older, especially when you're like in your 20s. You learn a lot of stuff about the real world. And I didn't understand credit when I was younger, because when I was growing up, it was all about school, doing well in school, and understanding and job, and having money and stuff like that was secondary. Like, I learned what it's like to be in a prison more than I learned how to work an actual job out and have a normal life, because parents tried to drive home the fact that when you grow older and you fuck up, you're going to go to a place that's like that, where you're in solitary confinement, you can only do so many things, you work extra hard, and other people get the benefits for it. So whenever we got things like an allowance or something like that, it was always when I was grounded. And when I was grounded, I worked and did everybody's chores. So I did all the work, and my brothers and sisters got paid. And that was like the thing that they tried to drive into me in my head. That worked, kind of. So when I got older, I just didn't understand how to actually manage money, because I never received money. So when I was in the service, they give you a free line of credit. And I proceeded to do what tons of very young soldiers do, and just to destroy my credit line, destroy my credit score by purchasing things I couldn't afford and then end up not paying for it. And at some point in my mid-20s, I'm not ashamed to admit this now, but I had to file for Chapter 7 bankruptcy. There are two different types of bankruptcy. There's Chapter 13 and there's Chapter 7. Chapter 13 means you're consolidating all your assets and be like, this is how much I owe, this is how much I can pay off, and I will be going on a payment plan for these things. I'm just like, you're detach yourself from the bad stuff of debt while you're still paying it off. And Chapter 7 means that you can't pay for your debt, period. Your net worth is nothing. So you get basically a free pass on your debt. The downside of doing this is that it completely nukes your credit. It is a massive black mark on your credit, and it takes several years to remove. Several years to take that off your credit score. So basically you take a free pass on all of your debts that's not involving student loans, with at the cost of your credit being destroyed and at a very low score for a very long time, and not being able to get much better for a very long time until that Chapter 7 is removed. Because after like, I want to say like 7 years, it's 7 years, and then it gets removed. So like, I have done that already. So that's why I don't trust credit cards. So I don't want to buy a credit card. So therefore, I'm just like, I just can't buy a bunch of stuff off Booth recently. Where was I going with this? Talking about this. Oh, right. So yeah, they added it to my model. Now the upside of this is that I think I look better in it. I mean, I think so. I think I look pretty good in it. I think I look pretty good. I think I make it look pretty good. Definitely fill it out in the front and fill it out in the back too. I think it looks pretty good. The downside is that all the stuff that this avatar was meant for, all the stuff this avatar was meant for is meant for booth models. So like the outfit itself has things like it has prefabs and all this other stuff. Like prefabs is in like assets that you don't need to construct yourself in Unity to do certain things, like animations for drawing the sword and pulling out the lollipop and stuff like that. But those are all meant for booth models, not for mine. So I have to do all that stuff from scratch because it's on my model, and I just didn't do it. I just didn't get around to doing it. I do the same thing I do every single time. I get so excited to like show you guys that I forget to like do those things, the extra stuff, the flashy things. And I just like, look at me, I'm so cute. Oh my God. My boobs make this look so awesome. Can't you see how much they bulge out of it? I just give you compliments. I just like being pretty for you guys. And the entire time, I'm in the back of my head, I'm like, I really should have done the drawing of the sword thing. That would be really cool to show everybody right now, but I can't do that. Super cool. Hooray! There's a couple other ones too. Like there's some that I did do that with, kind of. Like I have one that I have did this one's real. This one I recently thought to myself like, oh, I definitely need to update this one. This one's on old physics too. This model, this one is a bit old. A bit old. My Helldivers one I have to do again. Like all that stuff. Wait, where is this? This one. Would want to see that first time you showed it in the ASMR stream. I think it was like one of the streams that I got this outfit, and then I got the ASMR microphone, which was it's really funny. The person who bought me the ASMR microphone, they're a really sweet person, very generous. They have a interesting name. My moderators know what it is. Okay, the face tracking is broken on it. 1 second. See if I can like fix it. Holy. It's like broken, and then it's like, holy shit, that's broken. Maybe I have to like close and restart VRC face tracking. Oh, it's VRC face tracking crashed. Sick. That was unintentional. This one. Boom. Is the weird thing on the ears thing on the side thing? Yeah. It's a binaural microphone. So like how it works is instead of like having one input for sound, it has two. That's it. So it has two microphones stapled together. And because like it uses a special cord that separates the audio, so it makes it seem like, so it's like you can hear it. And the reason why it uses ASMR is because this particular binaural microphone is super sensitive with sound. So yeah. Yeah, so this one is the one that I have like all the bells and whistles that actually work. And well, they're probably not going to work now that I said something, but they should work. See? Oops. I just Hey, come on. Dude. Stop Stop making a liar out of me. Work. All right. As I said that, it's now it's deciding it doesn't want to work anymore. Maybe I'll try the other one. Hold on. You're grabbing the magazine? I know, I'm aware. I'm not supposed to. That's the problem. It's supposed to be like I make the emote and then then it goes in my hand, but it keeps grabbing the fucking magazine instead. It's not working. Give me the fucking gun! What's wrong with you? It's really not grabbing it. At least the helmet works, right? I hope so. The guns are supposed to work. They're just not grabbing. Whatever. Okay, just discard the magazine. Fuck it. That's what I'm asking you to do. Whatever. It has a knife too. The guns are supposed to be able to pick them up, but they're just not working. But this does. At least. And I believe my expressions are on now. I sure hope so. Yeah. Oh, my expressions were off. That's why it was not working. So, yeah. Whoops. This is one I use for like I use this for dancing, doing knife tricks and stuff while I'm doing dancing. It's really fun. Super fun. And so I think the gun should work now. There it is. I had my expressions off. Mm-hmm. Oops. My bad. Is it 211? Mm-hmm. Oh, I wanted it to have like a SIG or something like that, but it didn't work out. I didn't have one. I couldn't find a good asset for it. So, but Lindy made these. These are Kimbo's, and I just turned them gold. And when I update this, it's going to be a different type of gold, so it'll be a little bit more muted type of gold. I think it'll look a little bit better. So, I do got the blicky. And it also came with a helmet. 1911s are washed. Oh, I mean, that was the one I liked though. And also they come with suppressors. That was the thing that I didn't toggle the suppressors on. I toggled them off. There wasn't really much bouncing with the recoil. Nikki lied to you. Yeah, this is the full get up. Full get up, get out. That's the old booty physics too. And this one even has my old tail on it, so the tail. It's the old tail. I gotta update it. I have to update it, so. Physics still hold up. So this is the, and Algo in chat is the one who did the camouflage pattern for it, so I had to update it. It's gonna need fixing, but yeah, it's like this don't work either. The physics are broken on the boobs. Kitted to the gills. That's stuff I have to do. I was working on that last night. Didn't actually get around to it. I just fixed the gym girl. That was the one that I was just like, I'll fix that one first. Because like this one especially, and this is like a side things. It's like I gave it my old gym top because I wanted it to have the gym top. And I actually restored the texture for it because I actually ruined it before. So now it's like restored, like the normal maps are restored and blah 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 blah. And cute eyes, by the way. Thank you. I decided to not go with cat girl eyes because I'm a normal human in this one. Well, human. And because we're in a beach. Oh, real quick. I just want to make sure this works. And I'm not gonna like break something and then get myself banned. Now it's like instead of did it earlier, I'm very paranoid. Super paranoid all of a sudden. A good thing I did that. Justifyingly paranoid now. Yeah, better safe than pregnant. Boom. I'm in a swimsuit. A gym swimsuit, quote unquote. Gym suit. Put a black bandana and make you look like a thick femme solid snake. Something like that. Speaking of snake, I was actually gonna make her like a snake girl. But I don't want to like make it seem like I was doing a Saw cosplay because that's nah. I don't like to cosplay certain VTubers because I don't think I'd be able to do them justice, and also it's not like cosplaying somebody that you don't. It's like cosplaying an anime you don't watch. So, which I also don't like to do. I don't watch Saw's content. I just think they're really cool. I thought you were a bald cat girl. No, but I can just be bald. Will we ever get the Latino bimbo look? No, probably not, because I don't like that would offend people. And I wouldn't want to do that anyway. So no, probably not. That would probably get me into a lot of trouble, and it would be more trouble than it would be worth. So no. Probably not. Probably not. I mean, you got like pseudo What's the name that they call it? Pog. Sad ass white girl. Look, so. Have you thought about updating the Jester Cloud model? Mm-hmm. That one I almost like ended up deleting on accident. So recently I had to get so I've had to replace a lot of stuff. Am I right? Like I had a bunch of stuff and it was getting to a point where things were coming to the end of their lifetime. You know, things like my trackers, pieces of my computer and stuff like that. And I had too many Unity projects set up on my computer that I ended up like filling up my HDD, my backup hard drive, my HDD drive. I have a 2 terabyte solid state drive and I had a 4 terabyte HDD, and the 4 terabyte HDD was completely filled due to old files, old video files, but mostly all of the grow taller. What would grow taller do? Okay, I can get taller. I'm fine with that. That's what happens when I grow taller. The camera just puts it back to the same place. You won't notice until I'm like next to something that I'm taller. Anyways, I had too many projects and I had to get a second HDD drive to like allocate files. But before I did that, I was like, as like a temporary measure, I just deleted some old ones I didn't use anymore, and I almost deleted the fucking Jester. I still have it. It's still I just like, it does need a lot of work. Like all of the materials have to be replaced, all the physics have to be replaced. A lot of the textures need to be redone, things like that. So, yeah. Dude, why is my pinky going up? Knock that off, please. Because of fanciness? Like, I'm not putting up my pinky. Drinking tea? It's not meant to be fancy. Not meant for it. Not meant to be fancy. Yeah, but anyway, I do kind of like have a little bit of Latina vibes because, like, I mean, look at that. Bam! Got more bakery than fucking. I don't know the analogy of this. Is that a very British point of his life? Okay. Oh, and I know how to fix this. It doesn't make it look a little bit worse, but hey, it fixes the problem. I just go to legacy hand tracking, and I can't like close my fist anymore, but that usually does it. Using the current face tracking is like it tracks better, but it doesn't like close. You can't close your hand all the way with it. I'm thinking of fancy Leshy with a British accent. You're lucky the Cookie Monster doesn't see that bakery. Yeah, I don't want him to eat it up. You know what I'm saying? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so like, by the way, funny thing, my like body shape, if I turned my blend shapes to 1 to set everything to like the value of 1 full integer on Unity, it would double the size of this. This became like my biggest asset on my base after a recent update. So, oops. And my tracking is busted. Well, at least all this stuff's gonna get fixed with the new base station being replaced. Man. Because it's like my tracker is doing this thing, it's doing this. It's really trying. It's really trying. Oh no, anything but bigger? Yeah, I know, you guys. I know. But when I say like it's like kind of enormous, it's kind of enormous. It looks, I turn into like a literal just pear. Oh, I see what's going on. I tighten it the other way. So, you know, it should be better now. Oop. Oop. It goes Pixar Mom. It goes like Rule 34 Pixar Mom. So even further beyond. Oops. There we go. Okay. I'm pretty sure if she was a Pixar mom, everyone would have seen that movie in 3D. Mm-hmm. Hi, Swindo. Thank you so much for the gift. It's for the tier 1 sub, not gifted sub, but tier 1 sub for 6 months. Thank you. No, please, anything about that. Stop. Kind of goes crazy, doesn't it? New size go crazy. That's a crazy amount of Jesus. I would way overboard on making this butt big. Oops. Tee. Oh well. At least the hips go crazy. She got the One Piece figure look for the females. Oh my god, actually, yeah, a little bit. If only I liked One Piece. I actually think I would do a pretty good One Piece cosplay. Like a good like Boa or Nami or someone other. I know their names because I've seen port of them. So not the organ special. Oh my lord. The organ special? What's that? What do you mean? Robin Nikos, eat your heart out. Yeah. The not organ? Jade. Honey, can I ask a question? Are you seriously doing the where are her organs arguments right now with me? On my stream? Mine? Not you. We got similar body types. You realize that, right? I can't promise to be normally cosplay as Nico Raba. Oda can't draw women? Bitch, you can't draw women. Draw better then. Don't be critical of other people's drawing of like the anatomy. I want to see proof that you could draw better. Do it then. I think she would have to chop fruit control each body part separately. When I don't know what style is. Yeah, I don't know. Just I need to get back in the drawing, Ludes. I agree. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. One Piece waists are as thin as their necks is the problem. Right. So, like, but it's a cartoon. So who cares? Can I ask you a question? The person that drew Fairly Odd Parents and all the other stuff, they had a tendency to draw characters that have no fucking neck. That wasn't anatomically correct, but does anybody care? No, because it's a children's show. The moment it becomes like an adult related show, people are just become like so uppity about anatomy. Like, oh my god, who cares? It's anime, not a cartoon, but okay. It is a cartoon. It's in Japanese animation cartoons is what anime is. Or Lady D cosplay, but less she enough. You could do Lady D, but I would probably do Lady D for like Halloween or something. I was thinking of doing Bows that pretty soon. Unless she's waiting for a hug and be buried in boob, it's a win-win for me. Mm-hmm. Getting your arm around this waist would be kind of crazy. Gotta get past all this. Into existence. Wouldn't it be freaky funny if Leshy made a model with normal proportions for April Fools next year? I did. That's a thing, by the way. I did that. I can even show that one too. I can show it if you want to see it. You missed that? I'll show it to you. That's no big deal. Hold on. Make people cry real quick. You did? Mm-hmm. Yep, I did. Hold on. Let me pull it out. It's really funny you mentioned it because I mean, you have to understand that normal proportions, even in normal proportions, like they're still pretty big. They're just like not like in the realm of like fantasy level. And oh my god, VR chat is going slow today. Jesus. See? I did it. I already did that. Normal proportions. Normal proportion to me. I look like you took me and like squinched me. You know? Squinched me. Like someone took my model and just went like put me into like a hydraulic press. That's what I look like. They're still big and bouncy though. Just like big as in like when would be considered big on a normal model. It goes to show like what the level of like big I am. Like I'm in my own category of large, which is, it's even more funny because like on the sides, this outfit is this avatar is scrungly, and it's scrungly because look, see how the mesh is deformed on the side there? That's supposed to be straight, by the way. It goes straight across that way, but it's not. It doesn't do that. So, none of that shit works. You built like this IRL. I'm built like this IRL. Like this, not like the normal model. And it's like that. And you also see like the parts of my top too are like scrungly on the front too, because the model is actually modeled for my normal proportions instead of normal proportions. So it just fucks up. Teach me your ways. Genetics. genetics. My mother is big chested, so therefore so was I. Oh yeah, I turned off my model real quick just to see if I could go into the swimsuit. Cannot go into swimsuit. Swimsuit too risque. It's the panties. They're a little too. Just not deviant art sized. Yeah. Yeah. It's not porn sized. Yes. Not 3D porn sized. Yes. Hi, Clawmasher. Hello. DVR inflation size. Yeah. I guess that's what you could call my current self is that. Yes. Let's go with that. And then there's the cow. The cow go crazy. The cow goes real crazy. That's like boom, 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 boom. Cow goes moo. Yeah, you're right. Moo, moo. Nowadays it's just inflation. True, no one goes to DeviantArt art. Not since the AI apocalypse. Like, I think that's is 100% AI at this point. Like 90% AI. Basically. They go real hard in it, let's put it that way. Half and half. I don't know, I don't go to the site very much. The cow ate her. Yeah, it ate one went to one boob and the other one went to the other boob. This one, no. This one here. And then we can take these off. Boom. Now in Cowkini. We joke about we should see Pixar mom build after, but we got cow. Yeah, cow. No. New cow. Cow. It's a 6'7" cow. I'm not. Why do you want me to keep doing that in this model? Why? What is your like fascination with doing that? Did somebody post me doing that and it went viral and nobody told me? Oop, brain rot. Me doing 6'7" with them is brain rot. 6'7". I guess. Made a cow 6'7" joke. Wait, what? No, they didn't. They didn't show me that. Oh, they didn't want to show me that one, but they showed me the boob mooing thing. Good mooning. I don't know what they said. Good morning, except good moo. No. I go. We were talking about brain rot earlier. I don't know what brain rot. Yeah, brain rot is a term nowadays. It's been a thing since the beginning of time. Except now we have a term for it, so it's now called brain rot, and it used to be just memes. At what point did it go from memes to brain rot? I don't know. But we did butcher it though. Can you lay down on the beach so you can see the waves wash over you? What the heck? I am afraid to. First of all, I don't want to lay down in VR. Especially since I had a caffeine. Like now I'm just like fucking going crazy. I feel like jumping around and stuff. It's brain rot because I can feel my brain rotting. Yes, I felt my brain rotting though on YouTube poops. I felt my brain rotting in YouTube poops. I felt my brain rotting when people did the whole like when there was, I don't know, when there was like a bunch of there's the memes. The E thing. Like I remember when people just did 69 everything. 69 X, Y forever kind of thing. People were baking videos and being distorted Vine, but yeah. You do actually need some vitamin D in your life because you are pale. I am pale IRL, so that's why my avatar is pale. I keep this to real skin color. I have a pale complexion, IRL. It is because I have a European ancestry, and even though I'm American. But just because I'm American doesn't mean that all of a sudden I tan very well. That's not how that works. In fact, I don't tan very much at all. XX Weedman 69 XXX type shit back then. True. You got it, sending in general now. Hi Josh, hello. You do? I don't, unfortunately. I don't. That's great. I'm so happy for you, bestie. Ooh, they're on a 2-month queue. Bummer. So I can't get my friend to do it. I have to find somebody else that's able to do the head swap. Well, shit. I want to see this. That's actually really well done. What? They have a 6 and a 7 on both of my boobs, and when I'm doing this number, it bounces. The numbers bounce. That's a really well done gif. That would have been more effort than I was willing to put into it. Why did you show that to me? I like that. At least so far, my Zophia's favorite cow. Makes me nice and back. This is me gonna be rebranding to a cowgirl. Why are your boobs so big? Because they're filled with milk. Duh. I love how the numbers are cow print. Exactly. You wanted to surprise me? I love that. It's so cute. Get some orange spray tan like Trump. I would certainly be a look. No. I think a fair skin complexion is beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful in its own way. Just like any other skin complexion would be in its own way. You know? Like tan looks beautiful, dark looks beautiful. So like a more pinkish looks beautiful, and a very fair skin looks beautiful as well. Like every type can look beautiful if it's maintained correctly. Put in scales with how silly the task. Listen, I like it. I'm a big fan of fair skin with dark hair. Nothing wrong with having a type. True. Leans forward when it comes to being silly. You could tell some of your old avatars did have some tan skin on it. There's a couple of them that I have tans for, and I've actually was able to find recently I might be able to do something similar for that this coming summer, because like I have like an idea for a summer fet. It's like a sundress kind of deal, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Have a good one, Nox. Oh, that's a crazy angle. Has the goddess model been funded? And that one is going to be my first like giantess style. I have, oh my god, I have the first ever boob morning avatar of the tan going on because I forced the issue and I don't like how I did it. Because I forced the issue and I don't like how I did it. So, yeah. Giantess, I'm listening. So, that model, I want to like put my clothes back on so that I can like talk and have like, you guys understand. You guys listen, you guys pay attention a little bit. Right? Pay attention a little bit more. So like what I plan to do is obviously it's going to be like a giantess model because it's going to be like a goddess. So I feel like driving home goddess. Like what do you think of when you think of goddess, right? You A Strange Time. You didn't walk in A Strange Time. I was talking about like how my thoughts on the new outfit that I'm going to be debuting some point. You think of goddess, you think of big, right? Buff, maybe. Maybe not, you know, like it doesn't always have to be that way. Maybe for like a male, right? You might think of buff, but like a female, you might think it could be like that, or it could be something else, right? Angelic is a good thing. That's something else and somebody else that you would think of. Glowing would be something. Yes, that's a good. And like the first thing that comes to mind, and I don't play the games, but I do like understand some of the references and stuff. First thing that comes to mind when I think of goddess, I actually think the first thing that comes to mind is like the goddess character and the first Dark Souls, in Dark Souls 1. And she is like really large. How do we tell that it's a giantess model? Oh, that I have a plan for. There's a world that Kyoki show where you're at a rooftop and there's a toggle to make yourself really, really big. I'm talking about the size of a finger big. And if you want to experiment, well, I know tons of worlds like that. Think of solar cliffs instead of the moon. It's a giant woman. Exactly, right? So she's like super tall. She's really large. She's a really large lady, right? Guinevere, yes. So there are quite a few. Yeah. Thank you, Swindo. And she's also has like very particular clothing on. It's revealing. It's like it looks very like it's something that's it's on their body and it doesn't make sense that it stays on, right? But because they're, you know, a divine being, they just have it stay on because they have divine like powers. So why not make it to where they can just look like they have like a towel on and it'll look like it's gonna stay there, like it's glued, like it's like you fashion taped that shit on and like a motherfucker, right? That's the thing. So I chose a very flowy style garment that is kind of revealing. It's very revealing, and it looks a little unorthodox, but it's meant to have that like ethereal look, and that's not all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change it to where my arms and stuff like that have a more like gold filigree, like a design for the arms and stuff. In the giant clamshell, kind of. VR clothing is put on a can of spray paint, I swear. Yeah, I that's why I tend to like have it to where mine bulge out of it most of the time, but is what it is. Let you know. No. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to go for. And I also wanted to have like an aura around me, bulge, like the boobs bulge out of the top. That's what I was talking about. Like I have like a glowing aura on it. And it'll have like halo and maybe wings and stuff like that. That kind of stuff. And that's like the full look that I'm going for. It's gonna probably take a while. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to put together. I'm not gonna lie, but it'll be so worth it when it's finished. Because not only that, then there's like obviously the giantess section of it, which is gonna be a little bit different. So I actually have to change the heights of my avatar proper. And how I have to do that is the very first thing you do is just take like one value in Unity and just increase it. But you don't always get to do that, right? You actually have this thing called a bounding box around your avatar. It's like picture a big cube around me, right? In this cube, if I become too large, if I make my avatar too large, I go outside of that bounding box. And what happens when things go outside the bounding box? They stop rendering. So it's something like, if you have your avatar to be like 25 feet tall, right? You only have enough, you have to make sure that the bounding box is a lot larger than that too. And because if you don't, you'll change into it and then you're be cut off at the knees. It'll look like you just chopped your legs off. It'll have like a shadow there. And so I have to fix that. I have to increase my bounding box. I have to make myself taller. I have to take my viewpoint and then put it back up to between my eyeballs, because if you change your height, it doesn't change your viewpoint. You have to change your viewpoint back up. Tobin, oh my god, thanks! 29 gifted Jesus Christ. Holy. You guys spoiled the shit out of me this stream. What the fuck? Shooting stars in the back? Mm-hmm. Thank you. I'll put the bikini back on for that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Wesker and Tobin, for spoiling me so much. And thank you to Dork Apocalypse too for spoiling me as well. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. You love to spoil me. I love spoiling you. No. Ballers. They are ballers. Ballers, and like, they make me happy. I definitely picked up my mood. I can't even. I love you guys. I wish I could be a baller. Yeah, I wish I was taller. You are a baller, Rando. You're the one that just funded the outfit I was talking about. You wanted the giantess. Yeah, and that's another thing too. So that model it'll also have another thing that I put on some parts of my model, some models of mine, but it wasn't like a feature that I wanted to showcase. It was like a private thing. But now I can do it and showcase it. It'll have seats on the avatar. So like we'll be super tall. And if I have like one of you guys in stream with me, you could I could turn on a seat and you could sit between the boobas, of which I will absolutely, because it is me, of course, and the option and the outfit would be the outfits would be like the goddess of the bimbo goddess. We'll probably go big on the boobs too, really big. So look out. See, it's yes. Tier 3, thank you for tier 3 sub, Tobin. Thank you for the 51 months sub. Thank you so much. Fucking baller. I love you, honey. Thank you for your support. You make this channel go. You make the world go round with the channel. Thank you. Thank you. Pikachu face. Yeah. And as a opening for the stream, I'll probably do something I haven't done in a very long time, and I'll have to be trustworthy with you guys. So I will do a community stream. So what we'll do is we'll probably have it to where I'll open up a instance for the group, and then everybody will be able to join in. So you can come visit the goddess and pay tribute. Basically, I'll stream it. Just gotta keep yourself TOS friendly. Like, even like if anything, I should be the thing that gets me banned, not you. Put it that way. I haven't done this in a very long time because I gave this kind of I used to do it more often. But like, I stopped doing it because like a couple of people that I thought and trusted ended up saying very non-TOS friendly terms. They said slurs and they ruined it for everybody. So like, again, it was one of those, like, I didn't want to be caught with that kind of like stuff. So let me just put it this way. I don't hang out with this person anymore. So, thank you for stopping by, just a Galaxy. I would expect that, yeah. So I have been told before, I was asked before about a friend of mine. I was like, why don't you try doing community streams? Like, I was like, I would love to, you know, if like I could, you know, trust my community to do that. And they're like, why don't you? And I was like, well, nowadays I don't actually have an answer for that, so maybe I should. I used to be, because I was like, oh, because there's a couple of people that watch my streams and I don't judge. Okay, I shouldn't judge. I should judge what people say. I should say I should judge, because like things that are meant to be derogatory weren't meant to be nice words, right? However, I am your guys' mommy, but I am not your mother, right? I'm not your parents. I'm not your keeper. You're our adults. If you choose to use certain vernacular, if you choose to say certain words, I could tell you for shame to the end of the day, but you're still gonna probably say them, right? I can't do anything to stop you. It is how it is, right? So how much does this tribute cost? Oh, you don't have to. It won't cost any money. You just be a part of just join in the VR chat group. I wouldn't charge you guys to join on my stream. That would be stupid. Can you imagine? Jesus. I don't think anybody's ever done that. It's everyone's right to judge. Is it? I don't think judging people is like a thing that you should do, unless like Patreon, probably. I couldn't open a Patreon. What would I use Patreon for? I mean, I thought about actually opening a Patreon, because like as a supplementary income, and but I would be honest with you guys, if I opened a Patreon, it would be one tier, and it would be like I get the most a $5 tier, right? And all it would be there for is support, and I would just make that very clear up front. If you buy this tier, don't expect anything for it. It's just an extra source of income that is more reliable and less, you know, fucking you over than using Twitch subs, which I will say is the least reliable way to support me. It's a way you can support me for sure, but you know this site's kind of stinky, and I know the site's kind of stinky, and I also don't want to like paywall my stuff, because I want to be accessible to most amount of people. And
I've thought about opening one just as like a, hey, it's the thing you can do. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And that's it. That's all it was for. But yeah. But I wouldn't like paywall you guys to come on my stream if it was that. Well, judging people that using slurs, that is. Yeah, well, slurs come in many different forms. You know, there's ones that are racial and those are really bad. But like slurs, any big thing that's derogatory can be considered to be a slur, if you know what I'm saying, right? So like, that's how it is. You could say, you could say something like, what's the racial slur that people use for the Covenant in Halo? Because the joke was split lip, right? Like, say that was an actual slur, right? It's not. It's just it's a fictional character slur. This is a thing that you would say to people, right? I don't like you using that language, but I would tell you not to use it and for shame for using it, right? But if you ended up doing it anyway, what am I gonna do about it, right? So I don't stress over that kind of thing. But if it's somebody who's on my stream, absolutely. But I trust you guys not to do that anymore, so. That was the reason why it didn't happen anymore. Let's put it that way. And now I'm just saying, like, nowadays I don't judge them for this. I'm just disappointed. That's it. So you just disappoint mommy. Don't disappoint mommy. There's also Toaster for Sentinels has cut voice lines. Oh. Burping. Got hiccups. The other site does what it needs for Leshy, so Patreon is kind of an afterthought. That's what I'm thinking too. And also you get something out of that, right? Like you get like videos, VODs, and stuff like that. You get something out of that subscription. I again, opening up a Patreon would just be I'm not saying like it would just be an extra way to support. That's it. So it'd be just like, hey, if you want to sub, you can sub Twitch, or hey, if you want to sub to you want to become a YouTube. If I've ever opened up memberships for YouTube, you can do YouTube membership, or you can use Patreon. You don't have to use all three. You don't have to use any of them. They're just there if you want that, right? The options. Some people like to use one site over another, and that's totally understandable. It's totally understandable, because again, and this comes from like I don't ever forget where I came from when it comes to streaming. I remember streaming to like 10 people, right? And back then when I would stream, I actually met the affiliate goal. But when I started out, I told everybody, don't buy me subs. There were two reasons why I did that. Could you make it more safe work on Patreon? I do that on Fancy too, though. So yeah, I could. But again, I want to point out that I want to make it clear that your sub to, if I make a Patreon, your sub to Patreon wouldn't give you any incentives. Like, you get incentives just by joining the stream. You just join the Discord. You don't need to sub to that. Sub to Patreon for that. Game nights, to meet me in VR chat. You don't need a sub for that. You don't need a sub for that. You just join the Discord and then you get a ping whenever I do my game night on Thursdays. Except, you know, when, like this Thursday, which we did something that wasn't VR related, but next week we're going to do something in VR, so you could do it then. That's something you can do. Honestly, like, it would just be to just to give money and support. The support being like, help me pay my bills, have money for like equipment replacements and stuff like that. That stuff. If you want to, you don't need to. To prevent me bitching and stressing over issues that were stressing me out earlier today. You know? Even go so far as to like maybe allow me to afford the luxury to pre-purchase things like that. So like I would just have like an extra base station sitting around. It doesn't do anything, but it's there just in case a base station breaks. That would be a thing. Except the issue is that I had to make a new one. I had a new Patreon and everything else because I have personal things tied to my current Patreon. And I don't want to like have it interfere. Wake up as seeing casual geography make a video about leopard seals recently. Leopard seals. Oh. Yeah, my hips are so big with this. Damn. When the bubble butt is so crazy big. Yeah. Definitely gonna have like a day where we all come together for that one. That one's gonna be really cool. Because I wanted to also do it because you guys made that happen, so. So yeah, that's what the goddess, that's the ideas that I have for the goddess. And I was actually gonna use this hair for it. But I got a different hair. Something that is a bit more goddess-like and not so much pixie cut. I chose pixie cut for it initially because I was going for a different look with it. But yeah, is visible from the front. It kind of is, isn't it? Especially when I jump, you can see at the top of it bouncing. You definitely see the top of my butt bouncing. When you got a tiny little waist and enormous voluptuous hips, you just like gotta bounce them from the front. Leopard seals look terrifying. Oh, love the haircut, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's just for this one. This is for this model. I don't know if I'll ever use it for another model. I might use it for the new secret agent. I might actually use it for the secret agent because I didn't have... Actually, you know what? No, because I still want to use this as a cat model. This one I couldn't use for a bunch because when you see it has my normal human ears. So... Can you get a hug? Of course you can. All you have to do is ask. Oh, butt cam. Wait. There we go. Come here, baby. A big hug for you. I was currently chilling. I'm just eating a whole rotisserie chicken with bare hands now. I'm heading to the bar. I forgot it was Leslie. Make your ass be fine, your woozy full. Oh my god, thank you. I totally intend for them to be. See, yeah, I was going for like, damn. I like my butt being this big. I might just keep it this way. Have that kind of tiny little waist, but have like an amazing, I don't know. I'm getting saucy now. Wash your filthy ass hands. Oh wait, you're not going out with your greasy little rotisserie chicken fingers, are you? Nasty motherfucker. Bottom heavy gang, rise up. It's not like super bottom heavy. I mean, these are still enormous. They just don't look as big comparatively. Saving it for later? You're saving it for later? It's crazy. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. What is it with people eating an entire chicken? Such greed sickens me. I mean, so like, you could say you ate an entire chicken, right? But it's like a small chicken. So is it like a full size chicken? Like seeing for example, if picture the chicken, right, as like my whole boob, right? Like a full size chicken is whole boob. Now picture what normally people say is a full size chicken, which is a tiny chicken. It's like this size, except it's like the full chicken. Doesn't, you know, they didn't do any cuts. It's just a tiny chicken. Especially the Phimocracy officer. Yeah. Oh, that's another one that has to be updated too. Is my Helldivers one. I had to get that updated as well. That one needs all the trimmings. All the trimmings. And I kind of want to have that one to be, I want to have like, I want to change the makeup to have like war paint and stuff on it too. And on the body. Why do you want me to say that's salty? I'm confused. I'm confused and a little scared. All right, here's your Leshy says, aw, dang it. 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 I see you're that kind of Python commando. No. Because the body, the body paint, you actually wouldn't, you know what, that's a good point, because it's body suit, so you wouldn't see body paint. I would still have face paint though. Because like, that's something normal. I mean, I don't have a helmet for that, but I can actually get a helmet made. Well, there's a helmet on the model. Okay, I can do the helmet. The helmet is like, helmet's just going to be a little annoying, that's all. It does have a helmet though. The helmet's time. I see you're that kind of Python commando. It's crazy. Speaking of Helldivers, official Warhammer collab is happening for it. So like, I was saying it earlier, we were talking about Destiny 2, and it's like end of life. I would feel more remorse for Destiny if like it did the things that it promised its players. I am unfortunately seeing that same repeating problem with another live service game that I like so much. Don't know what it is with live service shooters, but they tend to be attached to, wait, is this one on Legacy Fingers? Turn off that. There we go. It works. I don't know what it is with like live service shooters, but they always seem to at some point forget where they came from and don't listen to the players. They get a big head, like I can do anything I want, and then they just like make a bunch of changes that nobody asked for. That's what Destiny did, and that's what Helldivers is doing, and I don't like that. I kind of want them to fix their game first before they add more content. I love it that they're getting content. That's wonderful. Unfortunately, there's certain bug enemies that are still a little, well, bugged. There are game crashes that happen all the time. There's server issues, there's texture problems, there's balance issues, there's balance issues in the wrong direction, as in they're not meant to be this way, but they are that way. The DSS tends to target players. That's a problem. There's bunches of issues that the game is experiencing right now that makes it like not very enjoyable to play. And I got burnt out. I haven't played Helldivers in like 3 weeks. Hell, I'm playing Gunfire Reborn right now. Like, I love Gunfire Reborn. I think it's a good game, but like that's a game I played a lot. I want to say like 4 years ago. I don't remember what that game is. Like I wanted to play a shooter, but the shooter that I play is Helldivers, and I don't want to play that shooter, and I definitely don't want to play more Resident Evil 9 anymore, as much as I love watching and seeing like Leon's cuts. Fucking delightful abs. I don't want to play that either, because of Leon Must Die Forever and how terrible that was. And then ended up going back to Space Marine 2 and trying Deep Rock Galactic more. I'm not a Warhammer fan. I mean that point a bunch of times, but I have to keep making it because people assume that I like Warhammer. I don't like Warhammer. I think it's a whatever franchise. I think it's... Yeah. Also, Games Workshop is like probably one of the worst game companies ever. Okay. Credit where credit is due. Games Workshop is Games Workshop. They don't own anybody. Nothing else owns it. They own the Warhammer IP, and they stick to their guns. They don't have other people own it. They're not like sellouts like Wizards of the Coast, right? I know, Swag, we're talking about it. However, they're not a great company. They are their own things. They have their own thing, but their own thing is being a gigantic jackass jerk. They're an asshole, but they're everybody's asshole. It's like, but they're still an asshole. They're assholes. They are. Like, I do like the current state of it right now. I still think GM is up their asses still. Yeah, they've always been. This is nothing new. They've always done that. Only recently have they been making good video games. What you guys have now, as like Warhammer fans, is something that Warhammer fans for a very long time didn't get to experience. And because of the way there's no good corporation these days except for Valve. True. But like, at least Games Workshop handled its own shit. You know? They've just always been assholes about it. Wizards of the Coast actually used to be a really nice company and run by really nice people. And then they sold out. And now they're not run by some nice people. But Games Workshop, they're adamant, they're stubborn, and they're always been dickheads. They don't care about like you as a consumer because of what they have. They know they are the best in. They are in the miniature market, right? That's what they're there for. Warhammer is a miniature game. And because of that, they know that of the miniature market type games, they are the king. They are the best of the best, right? Warhammer's like miniature game is the best is the miniature game out there. And because of that, they know they've always had exorbitant prices for their figures. It's not just a recent thing. It's been a thing since forever, right? When I was 21 years old, like over a decade ago, shut up. Over a decade ago, they were still extremely expensive for a single figure. Spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 on a full-sized army isn't something that's relatively normal for people that play the tabletop game. And it's something they've always like shit on Games Workshop about. Games Workshop, and in the response to that, they created the game mode called Kill Team, where you don't need as many as many units. They made it so that they continue to sell their units at exorbitant prices. They didn't make it so it's like shorter games and stuff and it's easier to know. They did it because people kept complaining about their price points, and they're like, well, we're not going to change how much we're paying for miniatures, so why don't we just make a game mode where they just don't have to buy as many? And that's the reason why Kill Team exists. That's the real reason. That's the behind the scenes reason. If you know, if you know, you know. If you don't, that's okay. You're coping, just like most other Game Workshop fans. I have never seen a group of fans so fervent in their defense of a company that does not care about them. Even I have at least Magic players are miserable, and we know why we're miserable. Games Workshop true blue fans are people who will literally eat shit because Games Workshop told them to. And at the end of the day, they're like, this is some good stuff. Wow. The company does not like its consumers. It's not very consumer friendly. And because of that, a lot of their earlier games, because it was so stringent on who could use their IP, were really bad games. Like, really bad. Has anybody played Space Hulk? It's still $40, by the way. The game is very old at this point in terms of like price point to like what it should be costing nowadays. And it's full priced and it's still garbage. I don't care what the Russian Badger tells you. It's not a good game. It's not. You also got the other half of the fans who think that the Imperium are good guys and the community should strive even though they're bald. Okay, the lore people, they got their heads on wrong in many different ways. Let's put it that way. They got their heads on wrong in many different ways. Looks at my 4 kill teams, 5 boxes worth of Necromunda products, and 1 Blood Bolt box. And how much did that cost you? How much did that cost you? Yeah, it did, didn't it? Cost you a lot, didn't it? Yeah, it's okay. Mommy understands. Leon got that gamer hunch in RE9. He do, but he's like 50, so like you gotta give it to him. He looks good for 50 though. Valve would be good if they stopped encouraging minors to gamble. Yep. At least good product quality for the pricing. Some would argue not anymore. But they're pretty consistent with their quality, I would say. More so than other game companies. But the price point is the issue. Just because like they've always been superly expensive. Even through inflation, they've been getting more and more expensive as time goes on. But that's like, the thing is that they're always of a percentage, and the percentage is too much. You know, like $20 in the 90s is like $100 today, and it would be like 20 back then and 100 now. So it's like, what's the point? It's the same like cuts. Hi Tovin. Hi honey. You found me on YouTube, huh? And also other things I don't want to bring up because it's stepping into the political territory. Oh, you talking about people that, yeah, that's why I don't want to talk about lore. Because it's not, no. Oh, 1 second, I need to get straight. I'm speaking of water earlier, I need to drink some more. My voice is drying up. Some water. 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 It's Bruce Lee, it's favorite drink. I'm still kind of confused. For someone who isn't into Warhammer, you seem to know a lot about it. Where does this knowledge come from? It comes from a genuine, what used to be a genuine interest in the game. And that image, okay, I used to play Warhammer when I was in the service. The Warhammer game proper. And I stopped playing it because of the playgroup. And it didn't change when it came out of the service because I wanted to play it in other playgroups, but the playgroups that I went to didn't play it very well, right? No, not Warhammer, not a former Warhammer fan, Warhammer aspiring fan. I wanted to like it. I chose to play it because I like tabletop games in general. It doesn't matter what type of game it is, right? So I played a game with Battletech before, but I'm not a Battletech fan. I played Warhammer, and I've owned Warhammer miniatures, and I used to paint them, but I wasn't really a Warhammer fan. I was trying to fit in with the group, and I wanted to like spark an interest in something because I couldn't play Magic the Gathering, and I couldn't play my previous passion, which was Yu-Gi-Oh! And because I was a really old head in Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Anymore, obviously. The game's way too complicated. Yeah, I'm generally a tabletop fan. And when you become a tabletop fan, you enthusiast and you like to play tabletop games, you're going to come across Warhammer eventually. Of the miniature games, it is the most popular, and it's the most popular for a reason. It's a fairly well-balanced game. I will say this, despite their general shittiness, Games Workshop makes a good tabletop game. You can't join the group? Can somebody and that's a moderator fix that? I'll fix that later, honey. Thank you for letting me know. You play GOAT format? I would like to play GOAT format, but I would probably play like, what's it called? Is it Edison format? Probably more Edison. It's very old, like allowing yourself to use cards like Pot of Greed and stuff. Like that was a generation of Yu-Gi-Oh! I stopped playing the moment that chaos was like a deck archetype, right? All roads lead to Warhammer. Eventually, you're gonna run into it. That's the thing, you know. That's the thing. I will get. I got you. I'll get you, Heinz. Not the type of inflation I like. I don't know when. Wait, what? What does it say? For somebody who isn't into Warhammer, you seem to know a lot about it. Again, I played it before. Like I had it's one of those things where I don't like to just dislike something without a generally good reason, right? Like I tried it and then I found out I didn't like it. I immersed myself and then I found out it's not for me, kind of thing. Give it a good shot. Give it a reason. Give it a good reason why you don't like the thing, instead of just like saying I don't like it. You know? What is this? What comment you said? The only good inflation is, well, I can't say that here. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, the only inflations that I like, goes in the moderate concept for the only types of inflation I like are breast inflation, hip inflation, those types. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They revived and updated their websites too. Chaotic is coming back. Oh. Yeah. See, I tried a lot of games. I tried a lot of like tabletop games. I didn't always try everything. I don't always like everything. Like I know a lot about the Fallout world, right? But I don't really like Fallout. I played the second game, I played the third game, I played the fourth game, and I played New Vegas, but I'm not a Fallout fan. Now, why am I not a Fallout fan after playing 4 games? Because I was feeling like I was missing out on something that wasn't like something that wasn't clicking in my head that I should be clicking. Like, there's a reason why so many people like these franchises, but why don't I like it? What is the thing about it that doesn't speak to me? That's something that I try to figure out, and while I do that, I immerse myself into something, and then I end up knowing more than I should, right? So it seems like I care, but I don't. And it gives a little wrong impression to people because, like, oh, they know what they're talking about, but they still don't like it. That's weird. Yeah. So while I tried playing Warhammer for a while and getting into miniatures and playing the game for a minute and trying to immerse myself a little into the story, try to learn it from the beginning. I even tried it recently to like learn the lore of the game from the beginning. But at some point it lost me. And the reason why it lost me is a very particular thing, is that the world itself is extremely, it's too masculine for me. It's very, it seems too patriarchal, a little too much patriarchal. There is like not a single like woman level of like anything in that world, and that's totally fine to exist. I'm not saying it's a wrong thing. It just, because of that, I didn't get into it. I felt like it was a little hostile, in fact. That's a personal thing. That's something that I'm gonna like preach to other people and say you shouldn't play the game for. Just a personal thing for me. That was the thing that I didn't like about Warhammer in general. That was like the one thing at the back of my mind whenever I would play it. And it's the same thing for everything else. Like, for example, like the Imperium, right? The Imperium has these guys that, what name was it called? Primarchs, that are descendants of the Emperor. And the Primarchs are all these very masculine characters, right? Like just the pinnacle of or masculinity. Well, how were they sired? Gene in splicing. They took the DNA of the Emperor, and he took the DNA from himself, and he just like primordial sludged them into existence. There was no conception or anything else like that. So like, and they make all these, and then they hand wave talk about like, oh, because he's like a godlike being, it doesn't exactly work, etc., etc. And I've also noticed that very little of the female gender exists in that, and they even make it to be a point of like joking with Flashgit's Space King thing. With Space King thing, which is supposed to be like a homage to that type of stuff, and they make a joke about that, right? It's something that exists, and only recently they decided to choose to make female custodians, and that's a thing that's like I don't like about it. But I'm not going to preach about it to the people like, oh, I don't like that kind of thing, and you shouldn't either. If you like it, that's totally fine. It's not for me, you know. That's why I couldn't like it. The reason why I don't like Fallout is because I don't like Atom Punk as like a art form. I think the 50s style of things wasn't very interesting. I didn't find myself being very immersed in the 50s as in history. And I also don't like the atom punk aesthetic, the nuclear, futuristic, like, look, atom punk, atom, ATOM punk. It's, when you think of atom punk, you think of like atomic punk, yeah, like the it's like a very gritty post-apocalyptic style, very 50s civil defense look, lots of flares, stuff like that. I'm not a big fan of like 50s cars. It's the same deal. It's just the whole aesthetic I'm just not into, you know. And or retrofuturistic is exactly another one too. It specifically though is atom punk. That is the atomic punk is the one that I just don't like. So I don't that's a thing I don't like about that's and so how do you remove that from Fallout? You really can't. It's kind of all over the place. Like, it's the whole thing that's thrown at you. The menus have it, the art styles have it, the environment has it, everything. You can't escape it. It's everywhere. And it's just not a aesthetic that I particularly enjoy. So that's why I don't like Fallout. That's it. And it's to some people that's not a very good reason, but it's like saying if I were to flip that around, that statement around, it would seem just as crazy, right? Let's just say like, oh, I like Dark Souls, but I don't really like the grim gothic style of art in it. And you'd be like, okay, so like you hate like 90% of the visuals. That's a choice, I guess. Like, that's if I spun it around, it would make any sense. So that's the thing. That's why I don't like it. Some people don't forget in the case. So basically, in essence, Warhammer is unintentionally, in a way, frat boyish, if that makes sense. It does, yes. It's the borderline cult following is also the same thing too. And also my experiences with the franchise, as with all franchises, when your experience with people that you interact with in that franchise will also determine how you react to it. That's how it is, right? If you get a positive experience, you will attach more good memories to that game, regardless of whether or not you have issues with it. I like Magic. I won't buy Magic cards anymore, though. I don't like the business practices of Wizards of the Coast, but I have a lot of good memories with Magic because when I started playing the game, I met very nice people and they were very welcoming and they opened out to me, and I was open about being gay and they were okay with that and all this other stuff that I experienced. I met my partner through it and all this other stuff, right? I have a ton of very good memories with it. So that helps out. Did not get that with Fallout, and I got the complete opposite with Warhammer. The people I met conceited, very condescending, sarcastic, rude, pessimistic. I wouldn't use the term fascism, but I would definitely use the term misogynistic. These are the people that I met playing Warhammer. So your experience may vary. That was my experience. And your experience is going to be different than my experience. And every time I give another first impression opportunity to Warhammer, it just completely falls short. It drops the ball. It fumbles the bag. It just doesn't work. Right? So I have no good memories attached to it. Like, even the current memories nowadays are met with are attached to friends and people that other friends of mine would say are extremely annoying, and I shouldn't be like putting up with that type of behavior. It's just been nothing but toxicity. So that's the issue with Warhammer for me. And again, that's personal. That's not gonna be you, but that's me. Good and bad, I quit tabletop because of it. People bash SpongeBob by comparing it to Dragon Ball. What? I don't know what you're talking about. It makes me feel better. I used to have a friend who was sorry, this is probably what this is for, into Dragon Ball because people used it to bash SpongeBob back then and say stuff like SpongeBob was a real man because he cries Goku was a true man even though Bulls was... What? These people are stupid. I don't know what you're talking about, but no, that sounds dumb. None of that makes sense. I don't know what you're talking about. None of that makes sense. I've only seen one thing described with when it comes to Goku, is that he's a strong guy, but holy shit is he stupid. That's it. Like, he's a dumb himbo. That's what people equate him to. I absolutely love Fallout, but over time I still love the setting, but not really Bethesda's writing for such. I mean, there's also, and yeah, that's also the other section. That's something else that's attached to Fallout as well, is Bethesda, right? Like, I used to be a Bethesda lover. I used to love the Elder Scrolls. Nowadays, take it or leave it, to be honest. I played a bit of Oblivion Remastered, but Oblivion Remastered is still Oblivion, right? It's still Oblivion. Core mechanics still the same. Bugs still the same. Maybe a couple of things fixed, but like, it's still basically Oblivion. So it's still the exact same game made the exact same way. And back then they made the games better, so it seemed like it was a good thing. But all it was just a new coat of paint over something that was still there, you know? Sector, thank you so much for this tier 1 sub. So, like, Bethesda nowadays, it's Starfield. Starfield is boring. Fallout 4 is not very good. 76 is better now, but when it started, it was so bad. It spent its entire life as in existence trying to recover from the absolute memery that the internet has like put itself into when it comes to describe 76. It fumbled the bag so badly and treated like such a terrible game that people don't even know nowadays that the game's it's pretty good, so I've been told nowadays. But like, then again, those friends of mine that play the game love it. So, but again, it wasn't born in the 90s, so when people's initial thoughts on the show was, wait, what? I don't care what people say about cartoons. Is it like StarCraft? What is? Yeah, so Bethesda as a whole. Hi, Breakfasto. Hi. Goku was like a country bumpkin. True. SpongeBob solos Dragon Ball, to be honest, is a wild statement. Am I at the 3-hour mark? Oh shit. Oh, I am. I'm at past the 3-hour mark. Oh, damn. Oops. I got a little yapping and I got a little too excited. I do gotta end the stream pretty soon, guys. Like right now. I remember playing Skyrim, restricting myself to not doing fast travel anymore. The fun I did back then when the first game first came out. Like, Skyrim was like the last hurrah. That was the last game that Bethesda tried, I feel. Right? Now, how long ago was Skyrim? 2011. It's 2026. Bethesda's trying to still ride that high 15 years later. 15 years. 15. Let's put that into perspective. When did Morrowind come out? Does think it was like around 2002, 2003 did it came out, I think. So like 8 years of Morrowind. And then Oblivion came out in 2007. And it was like 4 years apart between Morrowind and then Oblivion and then Skyrim. And we're 15 years later and they just don't want to bother with it. They don't bother. It's just like, it's just not the same. It's never going to be the same. So Starfield was the last try at it being itself, at Bethesda doing its normal formulaic routine. And it turned out to be a complete sense of slop that wasn't very good. And people broke it within a day. And that was it. So yeah. What about World of Warcraft? What's your thoughts on it? Didn't play it. I didn't play very much of it. Sorry. That was a part of my life when I didn't play console games. I'd never played World of Warcraft. I've never played TF2. I've never played Gmod. These were like games that were in. You understand? I didn't play a bunch of PC games. I didn't play PC games in general until around 2019. I wasn't on the internet full stop until 2020. I mostly played console games before then. And when I played a console game, I played one a lot. And that was GTA 5. So nowadays, don't play it, but also, and I started playing PC games. I started playing Rust. That was the first one I played. So nowadays, I got into Destiny 2. So I went from that, and at some point along that time, around 2021, I got into this funny little VR game called VR Chat. And now look at me, ass fat as hell. Boom, boom, boom. I don't regret it at all. But Yakuza, I didn't play a bunch of Yakuza games. I have played Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. I grew up in those games. I love them. Especially Crash. I remember playing more Crash than to do Spyro. I played Spyro when I was way little. But nowadays, heard the news of Destiny 2? Yep, I heard that's not, definitely have. Lots of my friends still play it. So definitely have. Before I get distracted again, I do have to end the stream. I have to get my stuff charged. It's important. So you guys have a good day, good night. I'm going to be sending the stream somewhere. Who am I going to raid? Who is I going to raid today? Goodbye hug? I will. Give me a second. Just looking for a person to raid here. I try to like find friends and stuff. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna raid my friend Padunk. I'm gonna raid Padunk. So give lots of love to Padunk. And because I haven't been to raid her yet. She's an artist. She's a good friend. I've known her for a while. And she's also like really chill. Another giant VTuber. I wouldn't say giant, but they draw thick women. Draw thick women. And she's really sweet. So give lots of love to her, okay? I'll see you guys next week. And there might be a pop-up stream on the other state tomorrow. Still figuring out what I'm going to do with that, but we'll see. I was actually recommended to you by your friend Chunky Lotus. Oh my god, I love Chunky. Me and Chunky have been friends for years. I remember when she was like just starting out and just got her partner badge. Look at her now. I'm really proud of my friends. It's like watching your friend like grow and shine, and everybody is glowing. They're glowing, and like everyone, comes, orbits around them. It's like I'm very proud that I got that founder badge in her chat. I will always be supporting my girl. She is queen, and her new model is fucking sick. Give lots of love to Padunk, guys. Thank you so much for the subs. Thank you so much for the tips. Thank you for the subs so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the gifts, not gifts, and gifts. fuck? What'd you do? Okay, I thought you did something else when you said, holy crap, thank you, Wesker. Thank you for the follows, thank you for the subs, thank you for the tips, thank you for the biddies, but most importantly, as always, thank you for taking time out of your day to come watch my stream. Be very respectful in Pedog's chat, guys, and give them lots of love for me, okay? And I'll see you guys next week. Probably on Monday. As always, I love you, and hopefully by then the treadmill can work and we can watch this booty get rocked back and side to side while we chat and stuff. Have a good one. Love you guys. Wait, before we go, goodbye hug. I promised. Have a good one, guys. Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Have a good one.